So this is a customer?
Mm, yeah, yeah. I thought it was just a customer and like everything will be okay. I just be, you know, like a friendly and will talk with him.
Yeah.
And he like a vampire, just I don't know, roped myself, like rope me to him and done and
Jeez,
finished.
that's very creepy, man.
It's really it's very scary
Is this why you
also
quit?
because you don't know what you have to expect from that
Доброго вечора,
person.
ми з України.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
I'm so sorry you had to go through. Is that why you quit your job as a bartender?
What?
Is that why you quit your job as a bartender?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Oh wow.
it's one of the main reasons.
So really changed your. I mean, kind of ruined your life because like since then
Yeah,
things have been pretty
exactly.
shitty, right? Like
Yeah, I spent a lot of times and energy to become a bartender, and that
yeah.
person destroyed everything like in a few fucking days.
Wow. A few days.
Yes,
And then
after a few days speaking with him, I understood like, oh shit, done.
oh, wow. And then somehow a war started. So clear. Do you see a connection between the war and
I think it's the same fucking person did it. I think he met someone high level, rich, powerful, blah blah blah, and destroyed his life too, and the war started.
um I heard a story of a person that was in the Carpathian forest yesterday hiking, like 20 miles or I don't know, 2 kilometers. I don't know what that is, but and the people with him were afraid that he was a spy and that this girl in Lviv is also a spy. And he was running down the mountain very quickly, and the people with him said, "Why do you run like How do you know how to run down a mountain so well? Maybe you did that in Afghanistan."
Maybe, or Iraq.
Yeah, shitty Iraq. Afghanistan, so much better. Um, wow, man. I'm sorry you've had to go through this trauma. Uh, hello, this is Joe Lindsley in the Carpathian Mountains of Ukraine.
And then Zachary Pikh from Kiev, Ukraine.
How is Kiev, man? How are you, man?
Shit.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I don't care about Kiev. I don't like it.
What? Because you're a Galician. Because you're a Lviviani.
Yeah.
What do you not like?
I can like on Lviv.
Before I ever went to Lviv, I loved Kiev. I've become a local in my little mountain village here of 5,000 people. Here they call me use instead of they can't say Joseph, they call me Yuzo, Yuzik, Yuzik.
You Yuzik, but you Josip.
They call me Yuzo here, or Uzo, or Yuzo, or I don't know, something like that. I can't walk down the street without people inviting me for a drink or a coffee, but usually a drink.
Yeah, just I always tell you to be careful, but man, one time, just one fucking time in your amazing life, try to be careful because you never.
I'm not careful, but I'm paranoid.
No,
But I'm not careful.
too much. Yeah, but yeah, it's a fucking paradox. You're a person. You're a person. Paradox.
I'm a paradox. Yeah.
Paradox is your fucking second name.
I, I I could maybe the same for you, man. I think maybe. Yeah. I think
Mm,
you qualify. You qualified the Paradox Club as a member. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
There's a tiny little place here. It's a new place in Skola. It's like, what do you call those? It's the mayor of Lviv hates his shit, I guess. But on a big street, you have the tiny little, like, I would call them plastic, but like little shops that are not real buildings. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know if you have a name for that, but
And the
like,
mayor destroying it.
yeah, he's
all the time.
destroying. Yeah, even during the war, like the livelihood of these people. But so there's not, you don't have, there's hardly any of those in Skola.
We call it muff.
Muff,
Muff. Yeah.
muck,
No, muff.
or muff. Muck is poppy seed. Muff,
Muff.
muff,
Yeah.
muff. Yeah, and it's Skola doesn't have, Skola is a beautiful little village of abundant gardens and interesting houses on the river and the mountains. But some people. There's a couple, Sasha and Halia, and they put one of these little huts in front of their house, and they made it into a coffee shop with like fake grass on the walls inside, and it's super cool. It feels like something in Seattle or Portland. They have Bavarian bratwurst and beer and amazing espresso and cappuccinos, and it's so tiny. Only like 5 people can sit in there, but they have tables outside, and so I've gotten to know the local villagers there, and it's I don't know. I feel this is Americans would come to this village and say, "Oh, this looks so sort of." It's not modern, but it's I don't everyone has an amazing garden. You have the amazing fresh air, the Carpathians, the river, and the mountains, and then I have my cool little coffee shop where you can drink beer. I'm pretty happy.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so happy that you're happy. So, man, be happy and have a good night.
Thanks, man. Anything else?
I don't think so. Not yet. Tomorrow, as I told you, like after Wednesday, after Thursday, I'll have something to tell you.
Yeah.
Because I will meet people, I will talk with people, I will do something.
Yeah, I'm curious, man. I'm curious if you'll meet any of the people.
I will tell stories.
When I was in the forest on yesterday with my friends, who some of them and when we got we were going up this mountain, Lapata, something, where the Ukrainian insurgent army fought the Nazis, but deep in the forest, and I felt I could speak pretty honestly then. So I told one of the guys there who you don't know, but I was able to speak pretty freely about some of the characters I've met since the war started. And it was nice to be deep in the forest with your phones off, where you can really talk, and not worry about shit. And there's so much shitty shit all around us. Man, the last thing I'll say is that song from Moby. The Born Identity theme song, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always forget if it's called Extreme Ways or Strange Ways. I think it's
Extreme Ways.
Extreme Ways. And Matt, that's when you love that song, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've loved that song for years, and I loved it. It's not the word. I feel like it's described my crazy paranoid life and mind, but especially in the war. And that song was in my head every day up until the time I came to the mountains. And now, with the fresh air in the forest, that song is starting to go away a little bit.
I have a new favorite song.
What's that? All right, I'll listen to it. Lonely by Palais Royale.
Don't have words to tell you today.
Word, man.
I have fucking black hole in my head today.
Is that like in a calm way or like in a? Because you said you felt stressed in a good way or a stressful way.
I found a lot of gray, like white hairs on my head, and it scared me.
Well,
I think
yeah.
it's after I think it's after speaking with you.
Not the war, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No. Only after speaking with you.
I have more white hair too, man. Maybe it came from speaking with you.
Man, fuck you. You're 40.
Not fuck you, not yet, but you know, man, I was feeling good today, and I did realize maybe this is for accountability. Today, like I went to this coffee shop tonight, maybe at 7 or 8 o'clock, to get. I needed to have really nice coffee, and I was going to sit there and write, and then people came in who I've met in the village. There's a whole group of friends, and like, oh, use a, whatever they call me, and really great people, and then this girl who speaks English really well came in and said, well, okay, I have to live and talk to these people for, as you said, write less, live more. But then as I'm talking, I'm like, wow, this is a great story. How do I find the time to live and then take the time to write these stories down and get them shared? And I don't know, it's difficult, but maybe this first step is the conversations that you and I have. It's easier, just we talk about it, we record it, and that's it. And maybe people like it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what we are doing.
Yeah, man.
We'll see.
All right, bro.
Okay, man.
Well, man.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. And be well and Keith.
Yeah, thanks.
I think I'm gonna stay here a few more days. I don't know. It's hard to leave the Carpathians.
Man, I want you to stay in the Carpathians.
Yeah? Why?
You look much better there.
Yeah. Wait. Why are you looking at the camera?
Yeah, I'm watching at you.
That's very creepy, man. I can't see you. I got a new shirt.
Clean it.
This has been Joe Lindsley in Carpathian Mountains and my friend.
Yeah, and your friend Zakhar Pikh from Kyiv, Ukraine.
UkrainianFreedomNews.com. Thank you for listening to our near daily Dope Advisor.